Call on Government Order of the Day number 5.
Harmful Digital Communication Bill, first reading.
Honourable Chester Borrows.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I move that the Harmful Digital Communications Bill now be read a first time. I nominate the Justice and Electoral Committee to consider the bill. Rapid advances in technology over the last few decades have changed the way people communicate with each other. We now communicate with, form relationships and do business with people on the other side of the world. Our lives are increasingly entwined in the digital world. Smartphones, tablets, laptops and desktop computers are everywhere. Smart watches are also on the horizon. Modern technology has opened up a whole new world of opportunities. However, new technologies also present new challenges. It's now easier than ever to threaten others, spread destructive rumours, publish invasive and distressing photographs and harass people. People are bullied more easily, instantly and anonymously. No longer is bullying confined to the classroom or the playground in the lives of young people. A digital age has meant tormentors can harass their target anywhere at any time, and the trails of abuse remain in cyberspace forever. Research suggests that as many as 1 in 10 New Zealanders have personal experience of harmful communications on the internet. In 2007, it was estimated that 1 in 5 adolescents experienced some form of cyberbullying or harassment that year. The Law Commission has asked to fast-track its consideration of harm from digital communications in May 2012. In August 2012, it made its recommendations on how to tackle the problem. And I want to thank the Law Commission for its thorough work. The bill will give effect to the Commission's legislative recommendations. I say legislative because there is already a lot of good work going on to help combat the problems presented by harmful digital communications. For example, NetSafe is helping people to deal with these issues by providing users the tools to protect themselves online. Schools are also moving to implement policies to deal with cyberbullying. As the Law Commission notes, all of these are good measures but are simply not enough by themselves to tackle the problem. The Harmful Digital Communications Bill provides for quick, effective and proportionate responses to the harm caused by digital communications. The bill sets out 10 communication principles to guide the work of the approved agency for the courts. For example, a digital communication should not be threatening, intimidating or menacing. Let me be clear, this bill is not aimed at censoring debates and robust exchanges of ideas or suppressing speech online. Freedom of speech is something this government and all New Zealanders value. However, free speech is not an absolute right. It must be balanced with other rights and freedoms. The bill strikes the appropriate balance between freedom of speech and protecting people from being bullied or victimised. It also requires the agency and the courts to act consistently with the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act to avoid any doubt about the importance of our fundamental rights. The first port of call for complaints about harmful digital communications will be the approved agency, which will help other people to resolve disputes through negotiation, mediation and by providing advice. The majority of complaints should be resolved by the approved agency without any further need for action. And this government does not want people unnecessarily involved in the court system, especially our young people who may be the victims or perpetrators of harmful digital communications. However, for instances where the approved agency cannot resolve the complaint, a person can apply to the court for a number of civil orders. For example, the court could order a person to remove harmful content, issue cease and desist orders, or reveal the identity of an anonymous bully. The court will provide speedy, informal and fair remedies, but will not be able to order fines or imprisonment. The most serious cases can be dealt with through the new criminal offences of posting a digital communication with intent to cause harm, punishable by 3 months imprisonment, or inciting a person to commit suicide, punishable by 3 years imprisonment. To complement this new regime, there are also amendments to existing law to ensure that they are fit for purpose and applicable online. For example, the Harassment Act is amended so that making contact online is explicitly included as an action that may constitute harassment. The final part of the bill I would like to discuss is the safe harbour provision. This provision clarifies the law relating to websites and other content hosts and provides people an easy, accessible and direct way to remove harmful content. A content host could be any number of people, blog sites or organisations, including the likes of Facebook, Twitter, Vodafone and TradeMe. Most of our legislation was written before the advent of the internet, and it is not always clear about when a content host is liable for the contents posted by its users. Some recent court decisions suggested a content host could be liable for unlawful content that they do not even know about. And given the ease and speed of posting content online and the volumes of information involved, the majority of content hosts cannot actually read and vet all content before it's published. The Safe Harbour operates via a notice and takedown regime. Broadly speaking, an online content host will not be liable for unlawful content that another person has posted on their website unless they are notified that the content is unlawful and fail to take reasonable steps to remove the content. The basic principles behind the Safe Harbour are, as with the rest of the bill, personal responsibility and fairness. The author of a harmful or illegal communication should be responsible for it, and content hosts should not be liable for things they have no knowledge of. This bill is not a silver bullet. It will not stop people bullying and posting harmful content online overnight. It will, however, create a first world regime to complement other efforts already taking place to effectively tackle harmful digital communications, and I commend this bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Andrew Little.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's rise to